Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Gaynor.
Alright Gaynor, don't forget to like and subscribe by the way,
Yeah.
if you're watching.
Hit that bell.
We do appreciate it. Thought we'd give a bit of this one. It's not something we normally do, but we're going to try Americans Try Sunday Roast at Toby Carvery for the first time. Now, for me, Toby Carvery is like the low end.
Yeah,
like
pub chain.
But it's a pub chain that's known for doing like a buffet style, probably Sunday roast, I would say, right?
They do quite a lot of the stuff,
Yeah.
but it is low end. It's a place you take children, you take your dog.
Do you think it's like equivalent to like a Denny's type place?
Yeah,
Do you think Denny's is more of a diner? I get that.
Yeah, on par.
But this is kind of cheap. It's like a cheap lunch place, I would say, in the UK.
It's a chain pub, isn't it?
It's on par with Wetherspoons, I'd
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
It's sort of like a Wetherspoons type place.
Yeah.
It's not the sort of place that's. If someone said to me, "Do you want to come to a Toby Carvery?" I'd probably have to. You'd really have to tempt me with something that'd take me there. Put it that way. Yeah. It's not the best thing, I would say.
It's not the best.
But it's not the worst at the same time. But yeah, here we go. Anyway, Americans Try Sunday Roast at Toby Carvery for the first time.
Today we are trying Toby Carvery for the very first time. Now this is a place that we've seen on the outskirts of a lot of towns, which is probably why it took us a train, a bus, and about a mile walk to get to a Toby Carvery.
Jeez.
Now before we go inside, what do you know about Toby Carvery?
From what I understand, it is a Sunday roast restaurant, essentially.
I think it's like a buffet, kind of.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. In the US, we have a lot of buffets like Golden Corral, Hometown Buffet. They have just kind of like home dinner fixins. I think that this is kind of the British equivalent, but we'll find out. We haven't actually been inside yet. It is home of the roast. And because we have Carly with us, we found a dog-friendly one with an outdoor patio. It's so fancy in here. I thought it was gonna be like a Golden Corral or a Hometown Buffet, but it's definitely classier than that. There's even a toy machine with the Carvery guy. Is that Toby? I guess that's Toby. Apparently you can upgrade to a king-size plate. Hi, can I try a little bit of everything? Looks like they not only have Toby's famous gravy, but they also have vegetarian gravy too. The deal is that you get to have as much veg as you want. Most of the things are...
Do you know where there's a Toby Carvery? I'm trying to think where there is one.
There's one in Warrington.
I know I've been past it where I went to the doctors there. What's the I can't think of any around here. What was the Hare and Hounds? Was that Toby Carvery?
It could have been, you know.
It's closed down now.
It's closed down.
Closed down because no one used it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'm not a fan of buffets.
No, me neither. I struggle even at breakfast buffets.
I do love a roast dinner. But then again, when we go for breakfast, I always enjoy like a little bit of breakfast.
No, buffet's not for me. Maybe I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to dining because buffet's definitely not for me. Everyone breathing on them and picking shit up.
That's why I like to get there right at the beginning. So
you think, right, this is what I always think about buffets, right? And this is something that bothers me when they have this glass of people not breathing on it, right? But you've got people handling like the tongs that are there, right? And then you just dump them straight back on top of the food where your hand is. That's gone straight back onto where the food is. The spoon's gone straight back on where you handle it. It's gone straight back into the food.
I don't think it has. It's laying.
Look at the tongs. It's lying on top of the food.
But I understand what you're saying in that, like, you know, if you've got nice clean hands and then somebody else comes in and not washed their hands after going to the bathroom, and then somebody else. Or
petting a stray dog, as what's he said. Might have been petting a stray dog outside and come mess with the tongs and put them straight back on the roast potatoes that I'm having next.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Are like buffet style, like you serve yourself. There are 4 meats that you can have, and apparently you can have a little bit of everything if you want to, but you can only have meat plate one time. You can go back for as much veg as you want, I guess. So I feel like thinking that, I like loaded up my plate, but this is way more than we're probably gonna eat. Yeah. And I tried to get a little bit of everything because I want to try everything. It's our first time at Toby Carvery. I have to say, inside is very elevated from what I expected it to be. People talk about Toby Carvery kind of being like the cheap version of a Sunday roast, but it is very classy in there. Like, it's very nice in there. I was thinking it was gonna be like Golden Corral.
I'd love to know where they're from and where they live that they think that's upper class. I mean, it's clean,
Well, they're always clean, aren't they?
Yeah.
Toby Carvery's. And they're usually attached to a pub, aren't they?
Yeah.
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 And it is not. It is a much classier experience than Golden Corral. It's funny because there are meats under there, under this pile of food.
They give you the meat first. and then kind of set you on your way. And yeah, I pretty much buried all my under the potatoes and other things.
I couldn't even figure out like what everything was. They had gammon, pork, turkey, and beef. And we decided to get a little bit of everything. They also had a whole bunch of things. Like there are potatoes, and there's potatoes that have some kind of sauce. There's mashed potatoes. There's like every kind of potato you could want.
Yeah, there's like roasted potatoes. There's like an au gratin potato. There was mashed potatoes. There was mac and cheese. There was
some potato that had like sauce on it that was like the roast potatoes, but with
I think it said gravy, but I'm not sure.
Was it? Oh, I don't know. Well, we'll find out.
I was worried.
And then there was cauliflower cheese,
You don't
peas,
like it.
carrots, onions, and I think, oh yeah,
Stuffing.
stuffing. I do have stuffing down there. All right, dig in. What are you starting with?
Return
of
phrase.
course, the Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah, Yorkshire pudding.
The thing that makes this different from a Christmas dinner at home.
The mash is nice. It's smooth. It's kind of buttery. Yeah, that's nice mash. The mac and cheese is pretty good. It's got a little bit of a crafty, like processy situation, but I still like it.
Like Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Sort of, or a Velveeta or something like
Okay.
that. Or at home, maybe like a Stouffer's. But it's still pretty good.
I accidentally doused mine in gravy, so we'll see how that turns out.
Probably fine, honestly.
I put gravy
You're
on
probably
everything.
right. You're probably right.
The sliced au gratin potatoes are pretty good. They're in a nice, like, creamy sauce.
It looked like
that.
they had sweet potatoes with them too.
I think they do. I got a little bit of both, and I'm like, oh, I thought this one was just more done, but no, I'm pretty sure it's like a sweet potato or something.
Yeah, I've never
which is
seen that
interesting.
before.
Yeah.
The way that this is falling apart makes it almost seem like it's maybe not sweet potato, but squash. I would never have thought to put squash with like an au gratin potato, but
It's pretty
it
good,
works.
actually.
It's
yeah.
good. Yeah, I really like it. These are pretty good. I'm gonna try my gravy macaroni now. Oh man. When you said Velveeta, you were right. I'm sure that this is a very like American
More
thing.
American thing, yeah.
To have Velveeta. A lot of people think that American cheese or cheese in America is just American cheese, like the processed stuff. We do have that, but like we do have real cheese too. However, this mac and cheese tastes like one of our famous processed cheeses, Velveeta.
You're a
It's
Toby
good.
Carvery, it probably is.
Yeah.
Velveeta is like what you make with mac and cheese, so it works.
Yeah.
Or macaroni cheese. You don't call it mac and cheese. You call it macaroni cheese, I think. Also, my accidental gravy on it. It works. It's pretty good.
Ah.
You didn't gravy your Yorkshire pudding. Did he give you two?
I took it. Did he? Yours?
He gave me mine.
Oh,
yeah.
there was a little tongs. I took it. I don't
Oh,
know.
you could take two.
I didn't mean to take two, but I did.
Oh.
I thought it was just one like weird bulby one, and when I walked away, I realized it was
Oh, it is a weird one.
Oh.
You got like the pregnant Yorkshire pudding.
something like that. Yeah.
Some cauliflower cheese. Does it have like paprika on it?
Looks like it. It's a nice cheese sauce. It almost tastes like maybe it has a little bit of a mustardy thing in it, but not heavy, like slight. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's paprika on it.
Roast potatoes, pretty good.
I feel like
I don't
you
know.
get-
Are these just gravy on
I
them?
don't know. That's all I got were those ones because I just assumed it was gravy.
No, it's different.
Huh.
It is like a gravy, but it's a different it has a different flavor to it.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys
Maybe the
roast your
beef fat.
potatoes better here.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
No, because it's got like a sauce on top of the
It'd
beef.
be the beef fat. So when they cook the beef and you get all the fat that's in the what's it, they pour it over the top of the roast potatoes
Why have they not done it on the other roast potatoes?
because they're dried ones that you don't have, the vegetarian ones.
Oh, okay.
as we learned when we were in, was it M&S, that we saw goose fat?
Yeah.
Which is a thing that I just don't think you find in supermarkets in the US. But apparently, a lot of people told us that you roast your potatoes in them, and that's probably why they're better.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know what that sauce is on these roasted potatoes, but it is very tasty. Also, I like that they make you work through your veg to get to your meats. Carly wants to know if she likes Toby Carvery.
The resounding choice for her is probably yes.
She'll eat a carrot if it's doused in gravy. Gravy carrot for the win. Let's get into the meats.
I give a little turkey a whirl. The turkey has a nice flavor. I like that. Got to get a little
Gravy.
gravy there. And the beef's pretty tender, has a nice flavor. I like that. It's pretty good.
Is that your gammon?
It's my gammon.
I think we've only had gammon maybe one time. I think it was in Liverpool.
What's driving you mad about this?
All of it. I don't like Sunday roast.
What's driving me mad?
No fork, no knife.
He's not using. He's trying to cut everything with his
Side
fork. I
fork.
can feel myself
I noticed
getting
that, yeah.
angry. Like, just get
I
a
noticed it a
blooming
minute ago,
knife.
just use the knife, yeah. Did Toby Carvery give you a knife?
I think I had the turkey and the pork mixed up, and then I had the pork first and just had the turkey, which I think I prefer the pork. I think the pork and the roast beef are my two favorites.
That stuffing is interesting looking.
But it looks, I mean, I don't know.
Sage
It
and
looks
onion.
good. The flavor's good. The texture's a little different than I expected it to be for some reason. It's a little more spongy, I want to say. I don't know.
Bready.
But it's not bad. I don't think I've had a Yorkshire pudding that I didn't like, and that is continuing that tradition. It's pretty tasty.
Some people have made fun of the way that we use cutlery as Americans, and all I have to say is that we're trying, okay?
It's a pretty good Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah, that is a really tasty Yorkshire pudding. Although I agree with Jeremy, there is not a bad Yorkshire pudding that
At least
exists.
that we've
I don't
experienced
think,
yet.
yeah. But I think people have told us they're also pretty easy to make.
We made them. And they turned out pretty well.
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, we ate them
used
wrong.
a mix, but
We didn't have gravy for them because we didn't really realize
we didn't
it.
at that point. This is quite tasty, and I can understand why Toby's calls their gravy famous. I mean, who knows if it really is famous about, but it is really tasty, and I feel like it shines on the Yorkshire pudding. The turkey's a little dry, which is, to be fair, on par with like an American
buffet
equivalent
turkey.
of this kind of thing, yeah. Whoops. The pork is really good. The beef looks really good. I don't love the beef.
No on the beef for you.
That's gonna be a no from me, dog. Yeah, it's just too fatty and like kind of dry, and it's not, I would say.
Did she say that's no from me, dog?
Not for me, dog.
Say that that's my least favorite thing of this pretty good overall, like quite tasty meal, I would say. I haven't tried the gammon. Let me find the gammon.
See, I think that's my least favorite. Though not bad.
I like
Very
it.
salty.
Because I think the overall thing with Sunday roast is that it is pretty much to us more like a Thanksgiving or a Christmas dinner. It's like a very seasonal thing. Whereas I think, not that you guys are eating it like every Sunday, but I think it's just like more commonly accepted year round than like we wouldn't normally have this like all year. Like this would be a very specific once or twice a year thing. Once or twice a year, I'm good with having ham on Christmas. And so the gammon, it fits right in. That was a really long-winded explanation for that. I would say everything is pretty tasty. I just didn't love the beef. But even like the carrots are good, the peas are good, the cabbage is good, the onion's good. I think it's all pretty on par with what you would get at a pub.
You can't have a Sunday roast without cabbage.
Yeah, I agree. You got to have cabbage.
It's got to have cauliflower cheese. It's got to have cabbage. It's got cauliflower cheese.
I'm not a connoisseur on Sunday roast like you are. You eat Sunday roast quite a lot. I
Every
don't.
Sunday.
Yeah, every Sunday. We have to go and find somewhere that sells it for you.
Yeah.
And I have to see. Sometimes if there's nothing else, I have a Sunday roast, but very rare. I probably have one like them probably twice a year max. And that's if there's nothing else. I'll definitely have something else first.
Yeah.
But it just looks like a dog's dinner. That it's just a mess on a plate.
Yeah.
And that's what you get with Toby Carvery. It's it's like prison.
Yeah,
just like one after the other. Boom, boom, boom,
Well,
boom.
they've just piled it up. They don't need that much food.
No, but it's just like I don't know. It's not for me. I just wouldn't go in the first place.
I mean,
It's like a discounted version, but
Okay,
it's like
yeah,
very good for what it is.
yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Carly says, please let me try now. Do you want some turkey? Be gentle. Yep, she liked it. She swallowed it, therefore it's great. I tried, but I don't think I can do it.
I did a little better, but I still didn't even finish it.
You don't put your knife and fork like that. It's got to
together.
come together. Oh, this is really winding me up.
Right there.
That us skipping breakfast was going to be a helpful thing, but I think it just meant that by the time we got here, we were really hungry, and so we got a lot of food, and now I can't eat it all, and I kind of feel bad, but it was all pretty good. I mean, I feel like it's not the classiest experience that you can have, but it is definitely nicer than I thought it was going to be, and for the weekday price of, I think it was, what, like £9 per person? What a deal. It's apparently more on the weekend if you come on the weekend. So come on the week and you can have a feast for £9. What are your thoughts?
Do I prefer one at a fancier pub or like gastro pub? Probably.
No,
Especially the beef.
Yeah. But also, that would probably be at least £5 more than that, if not more than that. So
Yeah, I
it's
feel
not a
like-
bad deal.
Some of the better ones that we've had in pubs have been like £25.
That's true. So yeah, like I said, at least another £5, if not double what this one costs for.
I think that the average price is around about £16.
Yeah, I would have said I'd have said 14 to 16.
Yeah, when I have roast beef, it's normally like £14.99, £15.99.
Yeah.
99.
I think you're better off getting a burger. Should have gone over to View over the road and had a
Watch the
burger,
movie.
had a hot dog and watched a movie. Yeah.
A better one. So for what we paid, I think it's pretty good still.
It's funny because we tried Sunday roast for the very first time about like a little over a year ago on our first trip to the UK in Wales. And I feel like since then we've had so many good experiences that I would equate this to also be a good experience. It's just not quite as like fancy and high end as like a regular Sunday roast, but it's still really good. If you're knocking it, I want to know why, because there's nothing wrong with Toby Carvery. if a Sunday roast is upmarket, does this make it down market?
Mid market, I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty good overall. I would eat here again.
Carly says, me too. She liked her meat and gravy carrots. She would like more, please. While we were eating, I was thinking, you know, the only thing missing from this experience to make it kind of like an American buffet is like a little tiny sticky toffee pudding or something like that. That would be like the American equivalent of like a little soft serve ice cream cone. However, I guess they actually do have a dessert menu. I don't think we have room for that today though. So if we were to come back to Toby Carvery, which I would not be against, I would like to know what other things outside of like the regular Carvery menu are good. Like, should we try some of the desserts? Also, there's a sign out here saying that breakfast, all you can eat breakfast is £6?
Yeah.
£6 for all you can eat breakfast. That's a pretty good deal. So I'm curious if you also like the £6 Toby Carvery breakfast, or if you have a different alternative for like a good cheap breakfast that you suggest.
I think overall, Toby Carvery was a win for us.
Thank you so much to our patrons for supporting our channel. If you are interested in becoming a patron, there's information.
Yeah, it's a good video to watch.
Yeah.
I think they kind of nail it a little bit. It's good value for money.
Yeah.
And I've even seen some Toby Carvery's advertised. You can get two people for $9.99 on certain days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's 2 meals for $9.99. Kids eat free and all that kind of stuff. They do things
they
like
are,
that.
They are great if you have children.
Yeah, if you're on a budget as well,
Yeah.
then it's good. And
It's not that like with children, you know, you want them to be able to eat out and have table manners and stuff like that. But if they drop the food on the floor, you're not panicking because you're in like a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
They expect, you know.
I wouldn't panic anyway if our kid. We went in a restaurant last week that was nice with our granddaughter and the mess she made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just like, oh well, your problem now.
Yeah.
I'm off.
Yeah.
Get the mop out.
Yeah.
But it's I think when she's talking there about breakfast and it's $6.99 in a Toby Carvery, I think that's quite expensive for what you get in a Toby Carvery, because when you can go to a Greasy Spoon and get full English for like £5-6 as well,
But it's as
and you
much
get
as
better. I know, but you get if you're eating more than a full English, right? You've got bigger problems. If you want to go to the Toby Carvery and spend $6.99 just so you can get as much as you want to eat,
No, but
that's greed.
Let's say somebody, like say a builder in the morning on his way to work, he wants to pay £6 on, what was it, £6?
Yep.
And he has like, you know, 4 rashers of bacon, 4 sausages. He's not going to get that.
He's not going to get to work. He's going to have a heart attack on the way.
But he's not going to get that at a cafe. He's probably going to get 3 sausages.
You'll probably get 2.
Yeah,
2 sausages,
2 or 3
2 bacon, but you'll get everything.
And then
that goes
you'll
with
pay
it.
extra
But
for...
it'll be pretty much fresh. Be cooked fresh in a greasy spoon. Whereas Toby Carvery's, it's like a hotel buffet where it's all just in pots and you've gone up yourself.
Yeah.
I'd rather sit there and cook fresh and bring it to my table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Well,
have
no,
it done there
when we
and
go
then.
to see Declan, we go to that
Reluctantly.
no, but it's okay. It's good.
Yeah, it's okay because there's hardly anyone in there.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. You might as well cook to order in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I think they give it a good. I think they give it a good.
Yeah.
A good view, as
Yeah.
you say.
Yeah.
A good review on it. It's about what it is, what they said.
Yeah.
Value for money,
Yeah.
not the best.
No.
But if you come to England, you know where to come first for your advice anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Cheers.